Good afternoon and welcome to Just Bach. My name is Sarah Brailey and I'm one of the co-founders and artistic directors of the series. Today's program will be a little different, as you can already see. I am clearly not in the sanctuary of Luther Memorial Church in Madison. Due to Dane County's order prohibiting indoor gatherings of any kind, most of today's program has been recorded from our homes. So we are happy to have found a way to continue to share Bach's music with you, and we've all learned a few more technological skills in the process. So today's program will begin with a few selections from Bach's Orgelbüchlein, or Little Organ Book. This is a collection of chorales, most of which were written between 1708 and 1717, when Bach served as an organist to the ducal court in Weimar. Each setting takes an existing Lutheran chorale, adds a motivic accompaniment, and then explores the form. The Bach scholar Russell Stinson said, "The Orgelbüchlein is simultaneously a compositional treatise, a collection of liturgical organ music, an organ method, and a theological statement. These four identities are so closely intertwined that it is hard to know where one leaves off and another begins." Just Bach's organist, Mark Brampton Smith, and I have recorded 4 of these short chorales for you to begin today's program. Mark recorded his in isolation and then sent the files to me, and then I recorded on top of them and put them together. So the music will be on your screen if you'd like to sing along with me. We will be singing Nun komm der Heiden Heiland, Savior of the Nations come, Gott durch deine Güte, God of grace and mercy, Herr Christ der einge Gottes Sohn, Christ the only Son of God, and Lob sei dem allmächtigen Gott, to God we render thanks and praise. After that, we'll hear a few selections from violinist Nathan Giglierano, beginning with the Largo from Bach's Violin Sonata No. 3 in C major, BWV 1005. He is then joined by his wife, violist Gillian Giglierano, for 2 duets, which are arrangements of Bach's pieces, other Bach's pieces. We will hear an arioso that comes from the Sinfonia of Cantata 156, familiar melody, you'll probably recognize it, and another familiar Bach piece, an arrangement of his 2-part Invention in A minor, BWV 784, which is originally for keyboard. If you played Bach when you were younger, you probably played those 2- and 3-part Inventions, so you will recognize that as well. A fun note about these performances, Nathan also makes instruments, and he actually made all of the instruments that you'll hear in these recordings. He recorded the Largo on a Baroque violin that he made recently, and then the duets are on a modern violin and a modern viola, so multi-talented friend of ours. Following that, we'll have a set of pieces from the Christmas Oratorio. We will hear Sonata a Quattro, our guest quartet for today. They were able to gather in Waukesha, where they are a quartet in residence at St. Matthias Episcopal Church, and safely record an arrangement of the Sinfonia from Bach, from part 2 of Bach's Christmas Oratorio, which is one of the most sublime moments in the piece. It's always my favorite part to just sit and listen to that. And after that, we will have 3 chorales. You'll have the scores, so you can sing all of them with me if you wish. I recorded all of the parts a little differently for each chorale. Some of them I sang soprano, alto, tenor at pitch, and then sang the bass part up an octave. Sometimes I just moved the bass part around depending on what was comfortable to sing. And on Ich steh an deine Krippen here, the last one, I doubled myself on cello, since I'm also a cellist. A little bit out of practice, but you know, in the time of COVID, we make do with what we have, which is what Bach did too. So those 3 chorales are Wie soll ich dich empfangen, from part 1 of the Christmas Oratorio, Lord, how shall I meet thee? Then Zwar ist solches Herzensstube, which ends part 5, Indeed, such a heart's closet. And then finally, Ich stehe an deine Krippen hier, which is from part 6. It's my favorite chorale of the whole piece, and it translates as beside thy cradle, here I stand. So many thanks to our musicians today, Nathan Giglierano, Gillian Giglierano, and organist Mark Brampton Smith, and our quartet for today, Sonata a Quattro, which is Christine Hauptly Annin on violin, Leanne League on violin, my artistic planning partner, Marika Fischer Hoyt on viola, and Charlie Rasmussen on cello. Huge thanks again to Dave Parminter, our videographer, for helping us to navigate these technological challenges and stitching it all together so we can bring it to you. I hope you enjoy this program, and I hope we can be somewhat more in person next month, and hopefully even more in person soon with some hopeful news of a vaccine. This would be a great holiday gift to pass along to any friends and family members who are Bach lovers or classical music lovers. As always, Just Bach remains free for those who wish to partake, and for those who are able to and would like to make a donation, we accept that and with great thanks. And you can visit our website at justbach.org and click on the Donate tab to pay via our fiscal sponsor, Bach Around the Clock. So just make a note in the PayPal comment section that your donation should be directed to Just Bach, and they will get it to us. If you'd like to write a check, that's fine also, and you can email us at justbachseries@gmail.com to find out where to send that check. So thank you again for your generosity. We've been overwhelmed with all the outpouring of support these past few months. And I hope you have a lovely holiday season and a happy new year. And we look forward to seeing you in 2021 when better things are to come. Take care, everyone.